Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Extra Time channel as we take a look back at the Champions League preview. Match week 2 preview. Arsenal take on PSG, Bayern Munich take on Villa at Villa Park, and also Barcelona's time to bounce back. But yes, my peeps, there's something that I need to share with you guys. Legendary Gunners, Ray Parlour, saying that Arsenal can eclipse Arsene Wenger invincible season by winning the Champions League. Can Mikel Arteta finally bring home the European Cup? We'll see about that. And also Arno stating that he got his own philosophy and ideas from the Barcelona of old in 2008-2009. That's the time he got his philosophy and his idea from that Barcelona of Pep Guardiola. And I have a video I want to share with you guys, and then you guys can have your own analogy on Manchester United. The Manchester United fans, I guess you guys see this video circulating somewhere, but a friend has sent it to me and I want to share it in the channel, and then you guys can maybe give your own analogy, you know. So yes, moving right along. As I said, Mikel Arteta, can he win the Champions League and eclipse Arsene Wenger invincible? We're gonna get into that by Ray Parlour, the Gunners legend, you know. So yeah, Arsene Wenger will forever be remembered at Arsenal for his 2004 Invincibles. But that Premier League dominance failed to transfer into Europe and Champions League success. Ray Parlour believes Champions League glory will secure Mikel Arteta's legendary status at Arsenal. No manager in the Gunners' illustrious history has managed to go all the way in the European most prestigious club competition. And that, according to former Highbury AC Ray Parlour, presents Arteta with the perfect opportunity to ink his name into the Arsenal record books forever. For while ending 2 decades without a Premier League title is essential for the NF faithful, becoming the first coach to bring the Champions League to the Emirates would be equally massive. Ahead of Thursday group opener, away to Syria outfit Atalanta, Parlour insisted the Champions League would certainly be a great trophy to win. From Arsenal's point of view, our first one ever. And obviously, Mikel Arteta will go down in history as a legend here because the club have never won it before. So trying to achieve that this season is probably important as trying to stop Manchester City becoming five-timers in the Premier League history. The Gunners crash out to Bayern Munich in the last season, and the former England midfielder reckons reaching the stage should be the minimum requirement every year for the North Londoners. Absolutely, you've got to be looking at qualifying and then making the quarterfinals at least, added the TalkSport presenter. They need to be competing and challenging every season. They have the squad now, a good squad. Then it's about getting the little bit of luck along the way. Those things like keeping players fit for the key games is always vital in the Champions League. Remarkably, given how they were unbeatable in their Premier League 2003 and 2004 campaign, Arsenal's invincible, led by French manager Arsene Wenger, never managed to conquer Europe. They came close on several occasions, though, as Ray Parlour, a vital cog in the team's engine room, recalls with some anguish citing their failure to lift that trophy as the one major disappointment of his glittering career. The Gunners suffered last 8 exits in 2001 to 2004 before a 2-1 defeat in the 2006 final to Barcelona. Parlour, 51, a three-time Premier League winner, conceded, yes, definitely, we should have done it back then, and I'm sure Arsene knows that as well. That's probably my one big regret because I was playing in such a great team and we still didn't do it. We had the squad of players to do it. We were knocked out of the quarterfinals against Valencia in 2000-2001. If we go through that here, we've had leads in the semis and confident of getting to the final. We were unlucky to lose to Chelsea 3 years later, and then there was the final in 2006. I wasn't there by then, but I knew what a blow it was for them to lose that game to Barcelona. Having a player sent off as well, the sort of thing can happen in football, especially knockout football. You need that luck. So yes, everyone, as we all know, Arsenal still have that invincible trophy season, you know. Still cannot, no one still can pass that, you know what I mean, in English top flight, you know. Bayer Leverkusen did it over in German Bundesliga, but in the English top flight, no one has surpassed that invincible season. You know what I mean? Nakiro close, Liverpool might come or Manchester City might come, they just never happen to do it, you know. And no, Ray Parlour is saying that if Arteta can win the Champions League this season, that will eclipse the invincible. Reason being, because the club has never won a European trophy in its illustrious trophy cabinet. You know what I mean? They have never won the European Cup, never ever. You know, so if Arteta can come out on top in the Champions League, don't mind the Premier League. If they can come out on top in the Champions League, it would be a remarkable feat for Mikel Arteta, you know. And the legendary Gunners Ray Parlour said, if he can do it, then we all know that would eclipse the Gunners invincible, you know. So it remains to see how well they can do in the Champions League. We all here ready to witness the greatness if Arsenal can finally lift it, you know. I remember in 2006 when they got beaten by Barcelona 2-1 after leading 1-0 for a latter part of the game, you know what I mean, with a thumping header from Sol Campbell, you know. They lost 2-1 to a Balletti goal, I think Balletti and a Eto'o, if I'm not quite sure, but yeah. That was the closest Arsenal have came to win the European Cup. So now the Ray Parlour, legendary Gunners, saying that if Arsenal can win it this time around, then that will just eclipse the invincible season, you know. And I strongly believe that also, because you know the Premier League is domestically, you know, and you want to win something European, you know. You want to win that European trophy and give yourself that big boost, you know what I mean. So I'm with Ray Paul and that one, you know what I mean. If Mikel Arteta can win it, then hey, he will certainly eclipse the invincible, you know. So my Arsenal fans, get your comment in the comment section. What do you think? You think that will eclipse the invincible, or you think the invincible is just something that nothing can eclipse? You know what I mean? Let me know in the comment section, you know. And I'll also voice my opinion as well in the comment section about it, you know, because hey, we are here for all of that, to share our views and our opinions, you know. So yes, my people. So we're moving on along. As I said, Arno Slot, you know, Arno Slot admits that Pep Guardiola, Barcelona is what gave him his philosophy and his idea in going into management, you know. So I'm gonna give you a little rundown on the article that came out with Arno Slot. Says Arno Slot admit Pep Guardiola Barcelona influence help create my philosophy, you know. So it says that ahead of Liverpool match against Bologna, Arno Slot has been speaking about how Pep Guardiola Barcelona side helped create his own philosophy in football. Slot has only had 8 matches as head coach, but we have already seen his influence on how Liverpool play football. There has been more patience in Liverpool build-up play, and the defenders are looking to find the central midfielders more often than under Jurgen Klopp. Speaking to UEFA, Slot spoke about his philosophy and how much Guardiola's legendary Barcelona side impact his view of football. Liverpool head coach said, "If you ask my father now, he would say he does everything different as a manager to how he was a player. I always make the same joke. I always say I always say I was not so fast. Some people call me slow, and that helped me maybe a bit with game insight. I needed the team to get to a certain level because individually I couldn't go around three players. I always needed my teammate where I could play them my passes. As a player, Slot featured in some good Eredivisie side that played in Europe, but more of his talent lay in his head than his feet. Towards the end of the Dutchman's playing career, Guardiola started winning as Barcelona manager and played beautiful football. While doing so, Slot continued, I had to think a lot about the game. Maybe that's what's helped me now. At a certain age, I feel like, okay, if a teammate of mine plays this ball, it normally leads to losing the ball. And if we play a different ball, it leads to success. At the end of my career, that became more and more clear to me. So, there you go. Arno Slot. But the culture of Barcelona and the philosophy of Barcelona was founded by a Dutch great. That was founded by a Dutch great. You know what I mean? It just founded by a Dutch great. The philosophy and everything come from Johan Cruyff. This is a Dutch great and also a Barcelona great. You know what I mean? He's the one that put Pep Guardiola up there and said, listen, you're going to be my midfielder. If you watch that documentary on Pep Guardiola, you know, when the great Dutch Johan Cruyff said, you're going to be my linchpin. And Pep was saying, how could I be a linchpin? Look, oh, I'm skinny and all of that. And man said, listen, it's in your head. You know what I mean? And there goes Pep, the best manager right now at the moment on the planet Earth, you know? So, Arno Slot, to be honest, your philosophy that you followed from Pep Guardiola, it all started from your homeland. All started from your homeland, the homeland of the Dutch, you know? So, yeah, it kind of resonate as the same, you know what I mean? The Dutch managers, they coach same like the Barcelona managers, you know what I mean? Tiki-taka, that's where it originated from. It originated from Holland, right inside of Dutch football, you know what I mean? You don't know Pep Guardiola get more tweak and, you know what I mean, add few more ideas to it and make it more, you know what I mean, of exciting style of play, you know. But it all originated from your homeland, Arno Slot. It all originated from Johan Cruyff. He's the one that brought the tiki-taka, whatever they call it, into Barcelona. And, you know, as you go along and football evolve, it also evolved too, you know. Pep Guardiola bringing his own methods and everything into it. But it all started from your great, Johan Cruyff, you know. So, it's good to see that you can emulate good things, you know what I mean, and then make your own name off it and add a couple spices, to it what you think you can add, you know what I mean. And you look like a very good manager, honestly, you know what I mean. But as I said yesterday, as I said a couple of days ago, you are now the top of the Premier League. Let's see if you can keep them there, you know. So it remains to see. So yeah. So my peeps, as I said, there's a video that came out and I want to share it with you guys, you know what I mean? I want to share it with you guys and then I'll give my opinion on it, you know what I mean? It have to base up of Manchester United and the pressure that Eric Ten Hag is under, you know? And there's three candidates, there's three names came up, which no Manchester United fans would have ever want to hear or see coach our club. And that's Eddie Howe of Newcastle, Graham Potter, formerly Chelsea, formerly Brighton, and you know, the one and only Gareth Southgate. No, those three names cannot coach Manchester United on earth. Never, ever. You know what I mean? So, we as fans, we have to be careful what we wish for. You know what I mean? Una wish for Ten Hag get sacked, some wish for Ten Hag get a chance. But what if Ten Hag get sacked and they bring in Eddie Howe, Graham Potter, Southgate? Would you like that? No, I don't think you would like that. You know what I mean? I know you're looking for a more household name coach, or a Tuchel, or a Inzaghi, or a Simeone. You wouldn't want to see Gareth Southgate in the dugout at Old Trafford. You wouldn't want to see Eddie Howe left Newcastle and come. You know what I mean? So we have to be careful of what we wish for as fans. You know what I mean? Leave the owners them, let them do their part. And their part is to hire and fire. Our part is to just support or don't support. You know what I mean? You cannot call for a manager to be sacked. Yes, we are the ones that put him there. And we can rightly so call for him to be sacked. But that's not our job. That's not our job. You know what I mean? Our job is to support the club, hope he can turn things around, and if he don't, then he got to go. But firing him is not our job. You know what I mean? Leave that to the shareholders and the owners. But my point that I'm going to state is that, and believe this, Manchester United will never win the Premier League ever again, or the Champions League, with this ownership, with the Glazers ownership. Only one manager can do it, and he retired almost 13 years now, and that's Sir Alex Ferguson. Only Sir Alex Ferguson can win the Champions League and win the English Premier League with the Glazers being around as the owner. I don't know how Sir Alex Ferguson do it. That's why he's such a genius. But no other manager, not even Pep Guardiola, not even Jurgen Klopp can come in this Manchester United setup and win the league with the current owners that we have. No. Because first thing first, Pep Guardiola going to say, I don't need this player, you need to sell him. And they're going to tell Pep that, oh, we cannot get him off the books because this or because that. No. No. We tried after Pep Guardiola and we tried after Jurgen Klopp, and God knows why they never come to Manchester United, because they would have failed. They would have failed massively. They would have failed. So firing Ten Hag is not going to make a difference. I'm telling you that it's not going to make a difference. Firing Ten Hag. You know what I mean? What need to change is the change of ownership. They need to go. They need to go, because yes, Ten Hag have made mistakes, just as many other managers, just as Pep Guardiola, just as Jose Mourinho, just as Van Gaal. They have made mistakes on the match day. You know what I mean? But overall, they were failed by the backroom staff. They wasn't failed by their own management or so forth. You know what I mean? They failed by the backroom staff. That's what failed these managers. You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, sacking Ten Hag right now at this point of the season, is just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. It's just going to cause one more chaos. It's just going to cause this rebuild that we cannot take anymore again. You know what I mean? So, we just have to hope. We just have to hope he can turn it around. That's all. Just hope he can turn it around and get things going. You know what I mean? But sacking him now and bringing Eddie Howe, Graham Potter, or Gareth Southgate, no. So, Manchester United fans, you have to be careful what you wish for. And as I said, I'm gonna play a little video that was sent to me by a friend, and then you guys can give your opinion in the comment section as well. You know what I mean? So there you have it. There you have it, my viewers and subscribers. Mikel Arteta, Ray Parlour, legendary Gunners, saying that if Mikel Arteta can win the Champions League, that will eclipse the Gunners' invincible. What's your take on it, my Gunners fans? Do you think that will eclipse the invincible season? And also, Arno stating that he got his philosophy and ideas from that Barcelona. That team was so I don't even know the word to describe that team. You know what I mean? I see that team come to England and play Manchester United in the Champions League and have my manager hand shaking like this. I've never seen Sir Alex Ferguson so nervous in my life. I see Alex Ferguson hand shaking like this. That 2010 Champions League final that we lost to Barcelona at Wembley. So there was that time around Arno started his coaching career, you know, and he said that's the team from 2007 to 2010. That's the team that gave him his inspiration and his idea. But I'm saying this, Mr. Slat, you know that this football that Barcelona play originated from your country. You know what I mean? With Johan Cruyff, you know? So yes, I know that you said that you got your philosophy from it and all of that, but hey, I guess Pep Guardiola is the one that bring it to the fold, you know what I mean? Because no other manager never tried the Johan Cruyff way other than Pep. So you're right, you got it from Pep, but it's originated from your native land, Netherlands, by your great Dutch player Johan Cruyff. And also, last but not least, Ten Hag under massive pressure. And as I said, I think Ten Hag still think he can turn it around, but that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? If results continue going as it's going, he will be sacked and he will be out of a job. But as I said, there's a video that I'm going to play, and I need you guys to listen it, give your opinion, and then we go from there. So that is it for now, my viewers and subscribers. Take care. Make sure everyone is safe and sound, and we see each other again. Peace.
Oh gosh, I mean, firstly, it was an absolute shambles, and United were so poor, so like horrendously bad. But it's just not that surprising anymore. It's 18 months since that 7-0 at Anfield, and at that point it was, oh, give him time, and I don't think he's the problem. We've had manager, and nothing seems to be changing. And I don't know what the solution is. I really don't.